What comes to mind when you think of New York? The crowded subway at 6 in the morning, the $2,600 monthly rent, that cold hard number spreadsheet saying a family needs to earn $129,600 annually just to live comfortably. The cost of living index is 172.5. That is 72.5% above the American average. These figures are real. But these figures only apply to New York City, because New York State is something completely different. A wooden porch in the Catskill Mountains where you can watch the fog. A small town overlooking the crystal waters of the Finger Lakes. A house on the Hudson River shore, sold for $90,000, with access to Manhattan in 2.5 hours. These aren't dreams. These are real listings waiting for you today. As Real Estate Hunter USA, our goal this time is to find 10 opportunity homes in overlooked corners of New York State. We will start at $250,000 and go down to $90,000. And let me tell you, the last 2 houses on the list will leave you having to do some price calculations. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Number 10, Catskill, New York, $250,000. For bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,142 square feet of living space. And to top it off, a mountain view. Now, wait a second. We're still in New York State. Catskill is a small but distinctive town on the banks of the Hudson River, located 45 minutes from Albany and 2 hours from New York City. It is 30 minutes from Wyndham and Hunter ski resorts, and right at the base of the Catskill Mountains. You can both stay connected to the city and truly breathe here. Skiing in winter, river activities in summer, greenery in spring. It's a location suitable for all seasons. These kind of towns were much cheaper a decade ago. Now they're slowly being discovered. Catskill hasn't boomed like Hudson or Rhinebeck yet. Early movers are winning. You still have time. At 8, Forest Hills Avenue, you'll find a 1929 arts and crafts house. The cedarwood exterior. This building truly is character. It wasn't mass-produced. From the street, it has the classic American rural aesthetic. Extremely unpretentious yet bearing the quality of its era. Inside, there are oak wooden floors. The basement features a hot water radiator system. We need to be realistic. New York winters are no joke. Heating costs will take up a significant portion of your budget. But structures with solid walls, like this one, retain heat well. There's a detached garage for 2 cars outside. You wouldn't want to leave your car exposed in the winter upstate. Concrete patio in the back garden, large porch in the front. No HOA, no neighbor pressure. Let's look at the numbers. The median home price in Catskill is $301,800. You're buying it for $250,000, below market price, above market value. 2-bedroom rental, $1,190 per month. Property crime index, 32.4 national average, 35.4 on the safe side. Annual tax, $5,193 monthly for $133. Don't let this number surprise you. For the same money, you could find something much smaller in Phoenix or Denver. The town of Hudson has already been discovered and become expensive. Looking for a house in Woodstock is like dreaming now. Catskill is still the early stages of this race, and entering this race early means this window of opportunity won't remain open forever. The next house will make this price look cheap. Number 9, Seneca Falls, New York, $210,000. Our next house has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 1,184 square feet. It has been completely renovated and is move-in ready. You should know this about Seneca Falls. It is believed to be the inspiration for the 1946 film, It's a Wonderful Life. So Bedford Falls is real. It's just called something different. This is not a tourism slogan. It's the town's own identity. It's right in the heart of the Finger Lakes region, 45 minutes from Syracuse and 50 minutes from Rochester. Within reach of 2 major cities, yet immersed in nature. There are lakes all around, Seneca Lake, Cayuga Lake. The entire Finger Lakes region is right at your doorstep. Bicycle trails, walking paths, wineries. Someone looking at this location from an Airbnb or investment perspective sees its value differently. 1. Gould Avenue stands on a quiet street within walking distance of historic downtown. From the outside, it appears to be an 1890 construction and this appearance has been preserved. It is not a fake. But once inside, the story changes completely. Everything has been renovated, from the roof to the furnace, the windows to the plumbing and electricity. You've seen dozens of listings that overuse the phrase move-in ready. This is truly that house. Open kitchen layout, dining room, new cabinets and appliances included. The 3 bedrooms are suitable for flexible use. Master bedroom, home office, and guest room. Or 2 as children's rooms and 1 as an office. Being within walking distance of the historic downtown area and the canal is a significant advantage both for primary residence buyers and investors looking for tenants. Let's look at the numbers. The median home price in Seneca Falls is $162,500. Homes in the town are already this affordable. You're paying $210,000, but you're getting a fully renovated home in return, freeing you from maintenance worries. The annual tax is $2,495, only $208 per month. The annual living cost for a family is around $30,960. The property crime index is 69.8, the highest on the list, and I don't want to hide it, but we're in a restored neighborhood close to downtown. In this context, the risk must be evaluated differently. A local says, houses rarely come up for sale because people live there for their entire lives. This sentence says something. Don't you think this price is not cheap for this town? Number 8, Amsterdam, New York. Just under $200,000 for bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, 1,776 square feet. And I can't continue without mentioning what makes this house special. It was previously a parsonage. There's a real story behind its walls. Amsterdam is a small but recovering city in the Mohawk River Valley, 30 minutes from Albany and 40 minutes from Schenectady. A local real estate agent says, it's really come back from the dead over the last 10 years. The new mayor brought about major changes. The story of the city isn't yet complete. In fact, a new chapter is beginning. Most people see Amsterdam as a transit point, but finding a 4-bedroom brick house for this price, so close to Albany, is hard to come by elsewhere. 120. Guy Park Avenue draws attention with its brick facade from the street. It has a classic, timeless look. It will still look the same in 10 years. There is a foyer at the entrance, a feature rarely found even in new buildings. Inside, the oak wooden floors shine. On the ground floor, there is a separate living room, a formal dining room, a bright kitchen, and a small toilet. Halfway up the staircase, there is another small office corner with built-in shelves. This detail caught my attention. You don't often see it in many homes. On the upper floor, there are 3 bedrooms and a full bathroom. There is a covered porch at the back. Imagine drinking your coffee there in the morning, overlooking the garden. 1-car attached garage, nearly half an acre of garden. No, HOA. If we look at the numbers, the median price in Amsterdam is $133,900. This house is priced at $199,999, but the reason is clear. Brick construction for bedrooms, historic character, foyer, and proximity to Albany. Monthly rent is $1,110. Annual taxes are $3,422, $285 per month. The property crime index is 34.4, just below the national average. The annual living cost for a family is around $25,560. 30 minutes from Albany. Job opportunities, hospitals, and flight connections are all there. Music events in Mohawk Valley and Indian Ladder Farmstead are nearby. This house has retained its character and, in the right hands, will become even more valuable. Number 7, Nedrow, New York, $180,000. For bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,863 square feet. And this is a town on the list with the lowest crime index. Yes, you read it right. 100 out of 20.6. The national average is 35.4. This town is nearly half as safe as the American average. It's not just a statistic. It's something reflected in people's lives every day. Nedrow is a small community in southwestern Onondaga County, minutes from Syracuse. Onondaga Community College is right next door. A major health and education sector is nearby. Syracuse University, Upstate Medical Center, Krause Hospital. You are connected to the city, but you are not in the city. For families with children or those who don't want to suffer a nervous breakdown in traffic every morning, this combination holds significant value. 215 Wendell Avenue is a structure from 1930 with Cape Cod architecture. I must be frank here, this house is in the design phase. The listing states blank canvas, meaning a significant portion has been started but not completed. This is an as-is sale, a house that will be shaped by the buyer's vision. But that's exactly why it's interesting. 1,863 square feet for bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, fully fenced lot, deck, and dining room. All of these are already in place. You're not being offered something ready-made. You're being offered a project that's already started. An ongoing project is very different from an unstarted one. Key decisions have been made, the structure has been established, and the room layout has been drawn. The rest will bear your signature. The median price for houses in Nedrau here is $133,800. This house costs $180,000, but when completed, similar houses sell in the $220,000 to $260,000 range. The difference is the equity capital generated while you complete it. Annual tax is $2,443. Monthly rent is $1,080. The median household income is $69,038. The highest median income on the list is in this town. A strong economy means a strong tenant profile. You pay $180,000, and when it's finished, you have a house worth $250,000. Subtract the labor and material costs in between, and you still have a significant profit. Near Syracuse, one of the safest towns for bedrooms, large plot of land. It's hard to find this combination anywhere else at this price. The next house is already completed. Let's go. Number 6, Hannibal, New York, $179,900. And this house was valued at $220,000. Wait a minute and try to process this. You're buying this house for $179,900, and the bank's expert says it's worth $220,000. Without even opening the door or moving a box, you've built up $40,000 in equity on paper. Is this opportunity real? Yes, it is real. Let's explain why. Hannibal is a quiet, peaceful town in Oswego County, located between Lake Ontario and Fulton. Here, there are fields, forests, and streams. The neighbors are just a few miles away. For those who truly want to escape the city noise, traffic stress, and HOA pressures, this area feels different. Fulton is 10 minutes away. Syracuse is 45 minutes away. The town itself is small but not isolated. 1360 County Route 3 is truly a completely renovated house. Everything from the roof to the windows, plumbing, and electrical work. In fact, according to the appraisal report, 471 square feet were added during the renovation, meaning the house grew in size. The living room features wooden panel walls. The kitchen has new cabinets and stainless steel appliances. The 2 guest bedrooms share a full bathroom. The 3rd bedroom is at the back, with a walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom. All rooms are on a single floor, no stairs. The laundry room is also on the ground floor, which is convenient. There's a plot of land just over half an acre in size outside, along with a wide gravel path. Quiet, well-groomed, ready to move in. The median price here is $146,500. This house is listed at $179,900, but it's valued at $220,000. The annual tax is only $3,438. Monthly rent is $970. Property crime index is 28.2. National average is 35.4. Cap index crime score is 10 out of 2. National average is 4. This is one of the safest towns in the country. A local resident describes it this way. Our neighbors are a few miles away, among fields and forests. A renovated move-in ready house with low crime, low taxes, and $40,000 in equity when you walk through the door. That's exactly why these types of listings close quietly, and no one understands why the price is so low. Now, if you're seriously considering it, the next house starts at $155,000 and offers lake views. Keep going. Number 5, Middle Grove, $155,000. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 606 square feet. and lake access is included in the price. Now, you might be thinking, why is such a small house on the list? Because what this house offers cannot be measured in square feet. Middle Grove is located at the foothills of the Adirondacks Mountains, 5 minutes from Saratoga Springs. Know this. The median home price in Saratoga Springs is over $500,000. This house is $155,000. Same area, same shot, completely different price. Most people either don't notice this difference or notice it and put it off. It's 40 minutes to Albany. Horse racing, spa culture, art festivals. Tourism around Saratoga Springs is truly strong, and this value is extending to this area as well. This cottage on 8 Park Avenue sits right next to Lake Desolation. It comes with deeded lake access. This waterfront belongs to you and your neighbors. No one else can enter. In the mornings, you wake up to lake views while drinking your coffee on the veranda. When the evening sun hits the water, you won't want to leave. The interior features fresh paint, a kitchen with a large worktop, and a living room with fireplace. Built in 1940, but the fireplace still works. Sitting in front of the wood fire on cold winter nights is this little house's greatest warmth. Major updates have been completed. New well and septic system, new roof, new exterior siding. A metal roof is a long-lasting choice in this climate. There is no HOA. The annual tax is only $1,045. The monthly equivalent of this amount is $87. Many Americans pay more than this for car insurance. Do you really think this house isn't cheap? Who is this house for? For someone looking near Saratoga Springs but wanting to avoid the price pressure, considering Airbnb potential, or seeking a second home for all seasons. Tourism is intense around Saratoga Springs. The horse racing season creates a significant rental market. Greenfield Elementary School received an A rating, meaning it appeals to families as well. The next 4 homes for sale start under $140,000, and each one surpasses the last. If you're ready, let's continue. Number 4, Windsor, $139,000. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,268 square feet, 3.6-acre land, by the stream, $61 per square foot. Think about this figure, $61. In New York City, you couldn't even dream of renting 1 square foot for that price. Windsor is a small town 17 minutes east of Binghamton, a few miles from the Pennsylvania border. Hawkins Pond Forest Park, the Susquehanna River, and Clump Park are all located nearby. It is described as quiet, mountainous, and open to the outdoors. Binghamton has universities, hospitals, and major shopping areas, so you're not far away. You're just on the quieter side. 5 bedrooms and 3.6 acres of land is a truly rare combination at this price. There's a 1974-built Ray's Ranch at 151 Hargrave Road. I must be completely transparent here. There is significant water damage in the basement, under the damaged flooring. The concrete foundation is visible. This is actually good news. The entire foundation is solidly poured. The water heater and well pump were renewed a few years ago. The 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom on the upper floor are fully ready for use, meaning you can continue living there even during the renovation process. The interior features wooden floors and vinyl. There's over 3.6 acres of wooded land outside. A stream flows in front of the house. The view is included in the price. Washer and dryer are also included. Numbers: annual tax, $4,727, the highest tax on the list. But remember the context. 3.6 acres of land, 2,268 square feet, 5 bedrooms, located by a stream. This $4,727 monthly rent comes to $394 per month, less than what many people pay for parking in the city. Binghamton is nearby, and the hospital and university are within 20 minutes. Who is this house for? For someone who has the budget or capability to undertake the Bodrum renovation and knows they won't find 3.6 acres of wooded land at this price anywhere else. The foundation is solid. The upper floor is usable. The land is genuine. The next 3 houses are cheaper, and one of them will definitely stop you. Let's continue. Number 3, Whitesville, $105,900. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,540 square feet. Built in 2015. Yes, 2015. I'm reading about this house again. A 9-year-old modern home for $105,900. It has underfloor heating, cathedral ceilings, and a geothermal heating and cooling system. You usually see such features in much more expensive homes. And yet I must be honest. The house isn't ready to move into. It needs some work. Whitesville is a truly rural town in Allegheny County, New York, just across the border from Pennsylvania, in the southwestmost part of the state. The population is measured in the hundreds, away from city noise, right in the heart of rural life. For remote workers, this silence holds a special value. 797. Snow Road stands on 1.2 acres of land with hill views. As you enter through the door, you are greeted by the cathedral ceiling and the magnificent open-plan living area. The kitchen features an island and bar seating, small but functional, well-designed. The French doors of the master bedroom open onto the long back patio. The attached 2-car garages access from the side entrance. The full basement area can be used as storage or a workshop. On a rural property, this space is truly valuable. Once operational, a geothermal system significantly reduces energy bills compared to conventional systems. But it is currently not active and needs to be commissioned. This adds to the cost. PX plumbing is available, modern, and reliable. The floor and some ceiling areas require repairs, which is why it's not ready for move-in. However, the FHA 203K rehabilitation loan or the Homestar renovation loan is ideal for this house. You can finance the repairs with a loan, and the entry barrier is significantly reduced. Many people overlook this option, but knowing about it makes a difference. The annual tax is $4,216, or $351 per month. For a 2015-built house, this figure is reasonable. Similar houses in the area are selling in the $220,000 to $250,000 range. You're paying $105,900. The equity that will be generated after the renovation is real and significant. For those who want rural life, remote workers, and those looking to invest, these numbers speak for themselves. There are only 2 houses left now, and prices are dropping even further. Number 2, Courtright, $96,500. 2 separate houses, 1 price. Read it again, 2 residences, $96,500. In Courtright Township, Delaware County, right in the heart of the Catskill region. This is not an investment, it's a strategy. There are 2 detached residences at 143 to 149 County Highway 29. Both total 1,454 square feet for bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, each with 2 floors, each with its own entrance. The property stands in an area commanding views of Delaware County's green, forested landscape. High-speed internet connectivity is available, a truly rare and valuable feature in this rural region. Residents in New York City flock to this area for the weekend, and Catskills tourism has boomed in recent years. The 2 houses have a porch in front and a deck in back. There's a shared barn and workshop and a garden area. Inside, there are wooden floors, laminate, and vinyl. The water source is a shared well. The houses need renovation. I don't want to hide that, but the bones are intact. The natural wood details are preserved, and both units are functional. Have you heard of the strategy called house hacking? You live in one unit and rent out the other. If you rent out the second unit at a monthly rental income of $970 to $1,100, the mortgage payment is almost entirely covered. In other words, the money coming out of your pocket monthly approaches zero. Or you could run both as Airbnb properties. Weekend occupancy rates in the Catskills are very high. People fleeing the city pay serious amounts of money for weekends in this area, and you're right in the middle of this demand. Around Courtright, Catskills tourism has boomed. Towns like Woodstock and Rhinebeck have already been discovered and become expensive. Courtright isn't there yet, but it's getting on the same trend. The annual tax is $4,040, or $337 per month, and this is the total tax for both properties. There is no HOA. It is 2 to 3 hours away from New York City. Airbnb potential, house hacking strategy, or long-term rental. There are 3 different paths for this house. All 3 options make sense at this price. If a serious investor were to put these 3 scenarios on paper, at least one would show a strong case. 2 properties for $96,500 in the heart of the Catskills. This price's lifespan is uncertain. What you see today you may not find tomorrow. Now we're getting to number 1. And that's where everything takes on a different dimension. Get ready. Number 1, Alton, $90,000. Hudson Valley, 2.5 hours from New York City, 30 minutes from Albany. Seeing these numbers side by side feels different than usual, doesn't it? Alton is a small community in Greene County. It is a few minutes from the town of Coxsackie. The NYS Thruway, also known as I-87, is just nearby, and the Hudson Valley, one of the regions in the American real estate market that has gained the most value over the last 10 years. Towns like Woodstock, Rhinebeck, Hudson, and Catskill have doubled or tripled their prices with the NYC escape trend. Alton is still a bit behind that radar, but it's fueled by the same gravitational pull, breathing in the same atmosphere. Early entrants always win. It's no longer possible to find anything worth $90,000 in this area, which is why this house remains here. At 40 Potter Creek Road, there's a small but careful 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom cottage measuring 742 square feet, built in 1955. Engineered wood flooring and hardwood flooring are present. High-ceilinged living room, gallery kitchen, and dining area. There's also a small storage room and a porch. Potter Creek flows in front of the house. Imagine hearing it sound from the kitchen in the morning. The view is included in the price. Now it's time for an honest conversation. This house does not have a working septic system. This is a serious issue. We cannot ignore it. But the good news is the seller has prepared site plans for a new septic system and is including them in the sale. Which company to apply to is clear. What to do is clear. The estimated cost is clear. There is no uncertainty. The plan is ready. You rarely see a seller who is this transparent. The estimated septic system cost is in a range of $15,000 to $25,000. Even if you take this cost into account, the total is $90,000 plus $20,000. It's almost impossible to find a house in this location in Hudson Valley for $110,000. The annual tax is only $1,984, or $165 per month. The town of Coxsackie is just a few minutes away. Cafes, walking trails, the Hudson River Waterfront Park, and historic architecture. I-87 is right around the corner. For whom is this house? For someone who wants to avoid the exorbitant prices of the Hudson Valley, is willing to shoulder the septic system cost, and wants to explore Airbnb potential. Or for someone who truly wants to enjoy their coffee in the morning amidst the river view in this valley, accompanied by the sound of the stream. The plans are ready. The area is ready. The price is ready. Hudson Valley for $90,000. Read that sentence again. There's no other way to put it. 10 houses. From $250,000 to $90,000. All in New York State. And these are prices that don't match any of the numbers you think of when you think of New York. $2, $600 monthly rent, $129,600 annual living costs, a median home price of $677,000. 1929 arts and crafts style home in Catskill with mountain views. For bedrooms, for $250,000. Completely renovated home in Seneca Falls, minutes from the Finger Lakes, for $210,000. Former parsonage in Amsterdam, brick-built, 30 minutes from Albany, under $200,000. There is someone in Hannibal who bought a house valued at $220,000 for $179,900 and generated equity by paying cash at the door. 2 separate residences in Courtrai for $96,500, right in the heart of the Catskills. And a cottage in Alton, Hudson Valley, on the riverbank with the sound of a stream for $90,000. Which of these houses stopped you in your tracks? Write in the comments. Which number made you pause? Which one made you pull out your calculator? Real Estate Hunter USA searches for, finds, and brings you these types of opportunities every week. Markets where no one talks about, towns no one looks at, homes with opportunities no one notices. Half of the homes on this list will likely be gone in a few weeks. This kind of content gets people moving. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Click the button. You'll be the first to see the next list when it's published. Because opportunities like this don't wait for anyone. They don't wait for you either. Real Estate Hunter USA. Real homes. Real numbers. Real opportunities.